First Alert Weather is brought to you by the Medical Center.
Well, this could be a tricky one, as if we haven't had tricky storms so far this winter season. These are the kind of weather systems that are so fickle, are so tricky, that it's very difficult to come up with a just pat answer as to who is going to get what type of precipitation. At first, we anticipated temperatures were going to climb, hopefully into the low 40s, but the snowpack and the winds out of the east and the cloud cover have kept the temperatures down, and now we have the precipitation that's already beginning, as you can see on radar. Now, not everything is reaching the ground, but we do have verified reports of sleet back in Hopkinsville, which is right there in Christian County. Cadiz in Trigg County, which is right there. You see the purple shading there. And then we have what we call on the radar scans bright banding. In other words, there's a high reflectivity. It doesn't necessarily mean there's heavy rain, although some of that could be some heavy rain on down into West Tennessee. But we're getting the high reflectivity because there's a lot of ice that's in the atmosphere, and it's showing it up as you know, those deep yellows and oranges like you would normally see during, say, severe thunderstorms. So we're getting that kind of high reflectivity. The temperatures are not going anywhere. They're holding steady. And if we can keep it at 33, we may be okay. There's just enough warm air penetrating this to keep it mostly in the form of rain. But I think even here in Bowling Green, we could begin to see some sleet or even some freezing rain with the rain as it comes down. Some of reports of some snow mixing in back to the west as well. So it's a very tricky afternoon here. Let's take a look at temperatures. And again, not only surface temperatures, and that's what you're looking at, but you got to think about roadway temperatures. You got to think about where there's snowpack, which is in our north and northwestern counties. That's helping keep those temperatures even below freezing, like up in Calhoun, McLean County, Madisonville, Hopkins County. 29 in Hardinsburg, 28 E-Town, 29 Litchfield. You still have snow on the ground, and now that precipitation is moving in over that. That's why we're concerned there could be maybe some additional icing that's going to take place, because your temperatures are going to have a hard time trying to recover here this afternoon. Here's a look down Scottsville Road. Still cloudy, not much change from early this morning. In fact, we're only at 33. Feels like 26 with a 7-mile-per-hour wind out of the east-northeast. And the air is pretty moist now. The air temperature and the dew point almost exactly the same, 98% relative humidity, and that's not moving much either. So Litchfield, you're cloudy, quiet now. Here's the remaining snow, but you may find a mix of precipitation coming in, or it could be just freezing rain and sleet here. You're at 29, 32 in Russellville and cloudy. And here's the view from Munfordville and Hart County. You're at 31 at the moment, 32 at Mammoth Cave National Park. All right, as we look at regionally here, 20s, 30s, there is that warmer air, but it's been stunted a little bit further east. We were hoping that that warm air would be right up through south central Kentucky, but it looks like it's taken a track a little bit further south and east. Knoxville is at 42. That's where we were hoping to get today, but I don't think that's going to happen. Look at the slew of winter weather advisories. The pink indicating winter storm warnings. Now the deep purple up here around the Cincinnati area, that's an ice storm warning. So is this down in Little Rock, Arkansas. In fact, they're getting heavy icing as we speak in Arkansas, believe it or not. And there it is on the radar. Some of it is trying to turn to rain, and look at all the snow north of it. That's where the real trouble spots are. Anywhere south and west of Bowling Green, it looks like we are going to get some rain, but at times it's going to be mixed with little ice pellets, some sleet, possibly even some freezing rain, and then maybe some snow after that. But it doesn't look like a lot of snow. This is going to be a mixed bag of precipitation as we go through the rest of the afternoon and into tonight, and travel could become hazardous here, even for the drive home for some of you west of us. Rain, freezing rain and sleet. We've tempered the forecast high down to 35. 32 tonight's temperatures hold fairly steady with that winter mix, and then only up to 36 tomorrow, with all that coming to an end in the morning. Then just cloudy. 29 Thursday, 34 Friday, and then the next storm to watch will come in for the weekend, but we'll talk about that later. In the meantime, more Midday Live coming up next.